And it says go. That means I'm here, and so are you. Right now, I'm probably on my way to Maryland. If this releases on Saturday, it should release on Saturday. But yeah, I'm on my way to Maryland to play with a Philly Lowdown. Hopefully, I don't like get sick or something and die, because like I haven't been able to make it out. I tried to go to show last week, and when you know the fucking cars in front of me, one of them flipped and it shut the road down, so I couldn't fucking get to my rides and miss my ride to York. Like, what are the fucking odds of this shit? You know, I was pretty down about it, but then I don't know. I kind of snapped out of things lately. It's weird. Life's weird, isn't it? Anyway, um, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, as usual. Yesterday I didn't even have nothing for this week booked, because like I'm busy as fuck and like with stupid shit. But anyway, I had a guy reach out to me just about promoting something. I'm like, well, fucking hey, man, I got a little bit of time. Like, let's just do an episode. So we're just gonna do an episode. And you're already here. I'm already here. He's already here. From Maine, we have Dave Strong. Dave, hey man,
Yo, what's up, everybody?
how you doing?
I'm doing all right. You?
Good, 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 good. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for reaching out to me. Like I said, I didn't have shit planned this week, and like
Huh,
that was the last minute.
lucky
I was,
me.
yeah, yeah. Some things are just fucking meant to be, man.
Yeah, dude, definitely.
Yeah. So what do you got going on, man? You said something about a new release this Friday.
Yeah, so Bandcamp Friday.
Well, I guess it'd be
I
yesterday when this airs, but whatever. Fuck them.
That's cool. I mean, but
Yes.
it'll still be up. It'll still be up, right?
There. Yep. There you go.
Um, so I'm like a local artist from New England, and I've got a few of my I've got 7 songs out right now on Laptop Punk Records. They have a Bandcamp site called Laptop Punk. A lot of cool shit actually on there. He Who Can't Be Named, but from the Dwarfs, has like a concept album on that site. It's fucking awesome. So there's a lot you can go down that rabbit hole and shit, but we're talking about me, I guess now. So on on Friday, um, I I'm putting out a 4-song demo EP of a session I did at Willie Mammoth Studios with Dave Minahan. He was in a punk band called The Neighborhoods, and he plays with the Replacements still. He recorded a session for this movie um, called "Stick It to the Man." It's like a punk rock documentary about Boston, and you know a few different things. So I did a session for the movie, and it's a real raw, uncut, rough mixes came in, and I figured since you can find my songs on Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff at Dave Strong, but and at Laptop Punk, but I figured why not put out like a raw type version, of like some of my songs that I have out already um, for Bandcamp. This guy, his name's Dustin. He runs the label Laptop Punk. Me and him clicked really well, and he's just really been helping me out and shit. And I just was like, you know what? I've got these demos. I've got this shit. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. They're all rough. Maybe I'll do a Bandcamp exclusive or something. And he was like all over it. So we're gonna release them Friday, and it's only gonna be on Bandcamp. It's not gonna be put out on record or on anything. It's all gonna just be on that site, and it's gonna be kind of cool. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, that's great, man. Like I don't know, the rough cut thing reminds me of like I don't know, was the first thing it reminds me of is like when I got the Misfits box set when I was like 11. You know what I mean? Like you had like 10 different versions of She, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, but like
Yeah,
I dig that shit. You know what I mean? And that's cool. That's a good idea. And I don't even see a lot of people doing that anymore, to be honest with you.
I know. I know, man. It's like I was so like when I got them, I was listening to them, and I was like, this. At first, my first initial what I felt was, oh man, I already have versions of these songs that are better, is what I thought. And then I listened to them a few more times, and I'm like, whoa, these are kind of raw, and I can see, like, I can feel the emotion that was in the room. I could tell like what was going on and everything. Then I was talking to a buddy, and he's like, oh, I totally nerd out on shit like that, man. I love like demo stuff and all this stuff, and why don't you do something? And I'm like, uh, all right, yeah, yeah. I mean, that guy, because I feel the same way. I totally nerd out on shit like that. I was listening. The guy that drums for me, Roger, he on the Queers record, Love Song for the Retarded, he did the demo, all the demo songs. He recorded that whole demo before they went in and put it out on Lookout Records. So I
Oh
was
shit.
listening to that on the way back from band practice because he burnt me a copy of it. And I was like, dude, this is fucking sick. Maybe, I mean, I'm not even close to as cool as the Queers, but it's like, I mean, I figure why not, you know? And someone might want to hear the alternative versions of the songs I'm putting out. So, I mean, I know if I dug me or like if, someone
Well,
else who likes music like that, I mean, it's a whole nother way to enjoy my music, I guess, you know?
yeah, and then, like I said, I like different versions of songs, you know what I mean? Like, even if it's just a rougher cut, if it's fucking, you know what I mean? Some the verse is different, whatever, I dig it, you know what I mean? It's cool to have all those it's cool to have options, I guess, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I've grown to love the songs actually. I mean, it took me a bit because there's like 4 or 5 takes of each one. So I narrowed them down, but I really like them. They're raw. They're raw as fuck, and it's a whole different versions of the song. So I think they're gonna. I mean, I'm really excited about it. I'm really
Good, so
excited.
so you told me you were in Maine, right? Maine?
Yep.
Okay, so what's the scene like up there? Is it thriving pretty good?
Uh, Boston, it's really thriving. There are some really good bands that live in Maine right now, like independent artists and bands. Kurt Baker is a friend of mine. He lived in Spain for a while, but he grew up in Maine, moved to Spain. He was in a band called The Leftovers, and now he does the solo thing, the Kurt Baker band. Um, he's like a really great artist from Maine. So we just had a show actually on Friday. It was a good turnout, you know. Yeah, I think the scene up in Maine is about to blow up again. I mean, as good as it can, as far like after COVID, you know, people
Yeah,
have been
yeah.
hiding out. I think people are kind of, you know, hoping and like laying idle for that next thing to come out and actually like party, you know, and rage.
Yeah, and I think too, like, I think I don't know, I think it did its own mental damage, not even damage per se, but it changed everybody in its own way, you know what I mean?
Oh
Like, it
yeah.
changed me for sure, like, you know, and there's no doubt about it. Like, I don't fucking do anything I did prior to COVID now, like, nothing.
Yep. Yep. Me too. Me too. I mean, I've been going to more shows lately. I went to Lars in Boston, and I'm going to the. I think I'm going to see this band Radkey. They're opening for the Offspring. Radkey's friggin' awesome, actually. They're like you got to check them out. They're like a new up and coming 3-piece punk band that's on tour with the Offspring. They kind of sound like the Misfits a little bit.
Nice.
Um,
I like The Offspring, but, like, I like them, like, not past '96.
yeah, yeah. Um, I've seen them a bunch of times, and Radke actually sold me on this. So this band that's opening for him is
Yeah,
fucking awesome. So
nice, I'll check them out, man, fuck yeah.
yeah,
I'm always up for that shit too.
yeah,
Um, are they is this just like an Offspring tour? I didn't even see they ever touring.
yeah. I guess.
Okay, I went
I
to,
guess it's for the new one. Then I don't know if they ever did it, like the bad let the bad times roll or whatever it's called.
oh, okay. Dude, the last one I went to, well, I saw him at Camp Anarchy, but like the one I went to that I remember the most was Smash's 25th anniversary. It had it was like the Summer Nationals, had Bad Religion, Pennywise, the Vandals, fucking Brooks Wackerman, I think, drummed for the Vandals and Bad Religion that day. It was good shit.
Jesus. It's
Yeah,
like
it
the
was good shit.
fucking Warp Tour in '97 or
Ye-
something.
Yeah, man, but it was 2014. That was my first time seeing Pennywise. It took me like 15 years to see them, but now I've seen them like 6 times.
Yeah, I saw them at the Warp Tour, I think in '98 or '97.
Wow.
I still have fuck authority stickers.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
I went to one Warped Tour, but I wanna think if I 'cause that was the first place I saw Bad Religion. I wanna say it was maybe 2001.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck, I don't remember. I saw Black Sabbath in '04, that was pretty wild.
Yeah.
I'm not even a metal guy, but fucking yeah, that was cool.
Some of
Slayer
those
played
shows I mean, like, I love all sorts of music. I mean, I've seen Ringo Starr in a fucking, like, at Rochester Fairgrounds, which is, like, out in the middle of nowhere, you know? It was, like, his all-star band. I think it was in, like, '92 or something. He played with Clarence Claypool, and, I don't even know who else was in that band, but it was like an all-star jam. Now he's got the guy from Men at Work and all sorts of other fucking people, so
Who was the guy that married his cousin that played piano? Why am I drawing a blank here? That's all I know.
who
He
married
sort of
Ri
yeah, he
who
married
married
his cousin.
Ringo's cousin?
No, he married his own cousin.
Oh, Jerry
Jerry
Lee
Lee Lewis.
Lewis.
Dude,
Jerry Lee Lewis.
I saw him at Riot Fest in 2018. Fucking A, dude. That was one of the best shows ever.
Wow, he played Riot Fest?
Yeah, dude, he was like 82 or something like that. But yeah, dude, I mean, there was like 10-year-old, 12-year-old kids fucking crowd surfing to him and shit. It was like some of the wildest shit I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, it
He's
was,
a fucking legend, dude.
yeah, dude. I mean, he married his cousin, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but fucking A,
And
that
he
was
can
good stuff.
fucking rock too. He's got a screw loose, but don't we all?
Yeah, I think that's what makes us musicians, you know?
It's true. True
So,
that.
do you just, do you play locally? Do you go out of state? Do you, how far do you go as far as playing?
Um, I'm like I'm only 2 shows deep in my own like solo thing. I mean,
Oh,
I've
okay.
played everywhere though. I've played with bands that have gone overseas. I did like a Spain tour. I played in like Rotterdam and Amsterdam with my buddy Jeff.
Oh, shit.
Um, so I've been lucky enough to play with some really good musicians that, have some connects. But I'm kind of trying to now do that by myself, and it's fucking way hard. Like, I think I took it for granted a little bit. Like, I mean, I got a call up and they're like, "Oh, you want to go to Spain?" And they pay for my ticket, and I don't have to bring a guitar, and I party the whole fucking time. And now I can't book a fucking show in like New York if I wanted. It's like tough.
Well, if you ever wanna
So
come to
it's
Pennsylvania, I can help you out.
cool, man, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I played in a band called the Labor Pains like 10 years ago or something, and Philly was fucking awesome. Pennsylvania was great. So
Philly's a tough one to get into. More I'm more so like middle of the state or Pittsburgh side, but like that
cool.
stuff, yeah, but like Philly, man, I don't know why, but that place is a tough place to get into.
Yeah. Later on, I don't know when it's happening, but I submitted 4 songs to this to a comp to a buddy of mine out there. He's putting out a 4 band split on a 12-inch vinyl, and I think he's out of Philly. I don't know what I can say about it, but
Yeah, I
4 of
gotcha.
my songs are going on a 12-inch out of Philly, and I think he's got some kind of show booked for it. So
Oh, cool, man. Yeah, if you're
yeah,
definitely coming down here, let me know. Like that's not I mean, it's 3 hours no matter where I go, but, I'm used to it.
I'm down, dude. I'm totally down. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm kind of planning on coming to the New Jersey, Pennsylvania type area in July.
okay.
Um, and then I think it's Fameless Records is the name of the record label that I'm doing something with. Sometime, hopefully in the summer. I don't know. We don't have any shows for that, but it's 4 really cool punk bands, and I'm really stoked about it. Because I
Yeah.
I don't have a 12-inch record of my own. I've been doing the 7-inch lath cut ones or lathe cut or whatever they're called, like limited edition ones, but
Mhm.
I haven't got a label or any of that shit. I'm doing it all by myself right now.
That's cool, man. Like, I don't know. I started with this and then I don't know, I've kinda built a little screen printing business off of this podcast and, like, I don't know, it's just things happen, it's cool, you know what I mean? You just gotta
Yeah.
keep progressing.
Yeah, it's sick, man.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, the rest of my band is actually lives in New Jersey, so, like, yeah, just let me know if you're in any of those areas because that's like I said, I'm the only one from PA.
Cool, man.
Yeah, we just
Definitely.
yeah. So, like, your band, do you tour with the same band? Or you know what I mean, when you play out, is it the same guys every time?
Right now, yeah, it is. Yeah,
Okay.
it's taken me a while at first. So I put my first song out last July, and it was just me. I went into the studio and I played everything. My daughter sang some backups, but like I did everything. And then the second time, my buddy Yuri came in, and then Terry, who plays the bass, came in, and I was like, "Oh, they played with me. I'd love to have them in my band." So the third time, I was like, "You want to be in my band? You want to be in my band?" And then they've been kind of tagging along the whole time. They're fucking awesome. And then I got Roger to play drums, so now I've got a band. So
It's awesome, dude, it's tough. I don't know how old you are, but, like, I'm almost 40, but man, holy fuck, is it's
72.
hard.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got, like, lives and, you know what I mean, like, marriages and all that shit. Like, I don't have any of that stuff, but, like, most people do.
I do, but I mean, I always, I mean, I never was in super serious bands where I was like a main member and stuff that like toured hardcore or anything. But I always was in bands that played shows like on every weekend and stuff like that. and I'd show up. I mean, I have a family and everything like that, and I did what they asked and shit, and it took me a good long time to find people that actually wanted to do it, you know? I was like, "Holy shit. I guess I'm cut from a different cloth or something,"
Yeah,
because
and it's not only the want to do it, it's the time to do it too, you know what I mean? Like, like, because fuck, man, I wanted to get back in one, I don't know, for years now, and it's just like I couldn't find nobody and whatnot. Like I said, I'm playing with guys in New Jersey for fuck's sake, but I'm playing.
and you gotta lay down, it's like you don't wanna be a dick, but you gotta, like, lay down the rules ahead of time and be like, "So, can you do this? Do you wanna do this? Do you wanna do that?" And then it's like, "Okay, but when I ask you again, are you really gonna do it? Because I don't wanna be a fucking parent too," and then, so
Right, and, like, I have this thing now where, like, I just hate alcohol, and I hate what it does to people, and I don't know why had to happen to me because I used to drink all the time and not give a fuck, but, like, I don't know, I don't wanna go sitting with my band and they're, like, completely blackout shit faced because, like, that's just not gonna work, you know what I mean? Like, that's just not in my blood anymore.
yeah, I hear you, man. I partied hard for years, probably like
Same.
30 years, and, maybe 25. I don't know. I'm rough estimating 30 years, but I'm I'm about a year and a half now with no drinking, or
Yeah, that's
so
good.
I'm on the wagon, I guess.
Y
I mean, I
yeah.
don't go to AA or any of that stuff, but I have friends that have encouraged it and stuff like that, and I call a good friend of mine on the regular, and we talk, if there's any need for it and shit. But I'm like, I don't party either, so
Yeah, I mean, I party, but I just don't sit in a bar anymore, you know what I mean?
yeah,
I don't know, it's such work too to me anymore, I don't know, just getting older, it's like, man, fucking A, like, that's you know what I mean? Like, you're sitting there just poisoning yourself all night and, like,
yeah,
drinking like a gla like, no, 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 no,
yeah.
and it's
I
expensive.
feel like I've gotten more done in this last year and a half, honestly, than I have in 20 years.
Same.
And it's crazy. I mean, I can go run around in circles and be like, "Oh yeah, I mean, I can drink, I can do this, I can do whatever I want to." But the proof is that I fucking gotten a ton of shit done, saved a ton of money in this year and a half just alone. So that by itself is enough for me to be like, "All right, I made the right decision to slow
Yeah,
my roll down."
right, and you're doing something positive with it, you know what I mean? Like, that's what life's all about, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, that's how I roll anyway, like, it's gotta be you gotta try to be anyway. It's a bitch
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly like how it happened and shit, but I mean, just this random people that, like, some of them I haven't even met, but like we talk almost every day online or something, and they like, dude, I've been like checking out your story since day one, and it's like I'm in your corner, and I show them demos, and we talk back and forth like we've fucking known each other forever. It's like there's a real family of fucking decent dudes out there, man, and
Yeah,
girls,
yeah,
that
no,
really get you.
yeah.
I mean, I used to think way outside of that. Been like, oh, I'm not gonna let anyone in. Everyone wants to fucking. If I tell somebody this, they're gonna use it against me. But it's like, no, man. There's some real fucking stand up people out there.
Yeah, other than my producer guy, Nick here, I don't really have any friends in my hometown because this place sucks. But anyway, uh, but like all my friends are like, well, I've met them multiple times now, but they were all internet friends to start with from just punk rock, and it's just like, man, these are good people. Like I'm gonna stick with these people. Like why wouldn't I? You know what I mean?
There's a great community out there. I've really like recently found that fucking out for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude, it fucking saved my life. Really, I was in a bad spot before I got into all this shit, but like, phew, like, what a good you know what I mean? And, like, my best times is when I'm, like, down with those people, like, we played a show in New York, February 5th, but, like, opened up for a couple of my friends' bands and whatnot, and then we played in Pittsburgh a couple weeks ago, but the same thing, and it's just like, dude, it's such a fucking blast to get with all those guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and the venues are cool too, like, they're all fucking punk rockers too, you know what I mean? And it's just like, this is good stuff. A good time to be alive, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel the same exact way, man. I play in this band every now and then called Wimpy and the Cryptics. There's there's a band called the Cryptics.
Right.
They travel like literally like
Oh, yeah,
nine
dude.
months out of the year.
Yeah, I've seen 'em a
They're
few times.
they're fucking awesome. Tino's like my boy. They're all like Andrew, like they're fucking awesome. They're actually just coming off of a tour now. I think they have a few shows around where we live.
Yeah, they
But
played Pittsburgh like 2 months ago on the tour.
yeah, they're fucking awesome, dude. They're,
Yeah.
they're really grinding and they do a good job. But we got Wimpy from the Queers, and we do a full like Jabbers queer set, and um, they actually took me to California. We flew out to Seattle, went all the way down the coast to San Diego, and played for like 2 weeks out there. It was fucking awesome. And then we went to Love Drafts, I think, and we did New York and Pennsylvania like
Y
a
yeah,
few
man.
months ago.
Did you? Did you do,
Yeah,
MC down there?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, dude. He's a friend of, yeah, like, those are great people, like, great fucking
yeah,
people.
yeah.
That's
That was a
wild.
great time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Where
was
you were
totally sober at that show too. Though I think I was drinking liquid deaths all night or some shit.
Oh, man, that's a thing in its own. It tastes like when you took, at least this is what I think it tastes like, when you were a kid and you took the garden hose and filled up an empty can of soda with the fucking, and that's what it tastes like to me.
I guess you're right. You're right. Yeah.
But anyway, man, just fucking, I don't know, do you wanna punch it one more time before we call her quits here?
Sure. Yeah. So this Friday, which will probably be a day after, but it's Laptop Punk Records bandcamp.com, I think, or Laptop Punk Records Bandcamp. Dave Strong is me. Um, yeah, I have a bunch of songs on there, but this one's going to be called "Stick It to the Demos." It's a Laptop Punk exclusive Bandcamp Friday type release, and but yeah, my stuff's all over online. It's on Apple Music, it's on Spotify, YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm
are you
doing
on
a
the
video
Facebook?
soon. I don't have Facebook.
Okay,
I only
Instagram.
have Instagram. It's Butcher. I think it's Butcherman Dave and Instagram.
It is, it is, it is, but yeah, no, I was just wondering because, like, you know what I mean? But yeah,
It
dude,
wasn't like a normal. It was just my like normal everyday type of fucking venting site, and then it kind of turned into my band thing. But I don't know. I've talked to a few people about it, and they're like, "You should just leave it. People like to see pictures of your family and stuff." I'm like, "Oh, I mean, I made it. It used to be private for years, and I made it unprivate. I don't know. Eventually, it might just be a band site, but I don't have Facebook. I don't have anything else. I suck at that stuff."
don't worry, dude, you're not missing anything, trust me, I fucking hate him, I fucking hate him.
Yeah,
But listen, I appreciate you reaching out to me, man. I'm glad I got, like, this helped me get some content out too, and, like, yeah, we'll promote the shit out of this. I'll put it out on Facebook too, like, just to fucking, you know what I mean?
dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, the stars aligned. This must have been our calling to meet, dude.
yeah, man, and just, like I said, keep in touch or whatever, you know what I mean? I like keeping in touch with everybody, so
Absolutely. Thanks, dude.
hey, thank you, man. Take care.
Yeah, you too. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too, man. Thank you.
Bye.
That was Dave Strong. Friday, Bandcamp, 4-song EP. I fucked that all up, you know what I mean? Right off the bat, man. Every time, 4. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't even sound like 7. But anyway, uh, yeah, but shit. Plus, he has a cool Boston accent, man. I dug that. I was like, man, when he said Boston, I was like, fucking A. Like, I wish I sounded like that, but I don't. So, I'm going to sound like this, and you know the drill. Buy the ticket, take the ride, fucking see you next time.